I'm Manuel. I'm from ZEAL Ardor, and I scream and play guitar.
I'm Lukas. I'm from ZEAL Ardor. I play the bass, and I'm kind of production manager.
And I'm Marc, and I sing.
Really well. We had some nice food. We got to the hotel, and it was a beautiful hotel, which is a nice change from our last couple of days. This is like the last day of our festival run, and I think people are both happy and elated. I think we're going to have the last bit of energy is going to come out soon.
Yeah, we had this run is about 10 days or something. It's for very mixed situations. Huge festival, and then small indoor club shows and everything. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions and everything. So, but it's been great.
We play a couple of them, and I think it's going well. It's going better than it was at the beginning, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, and it's fun because for people to be at a live show and they're like, "Boy, I think this is a new song." I think it's kind of exciting, and it gives a little more worth to the live performance. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool to play unreleased stuff.
Yeah. Were they actually unreleased, or did you play the singles?
We have a few songs in the set that haven't been released yet, so it's like slapping to the audience and just see what comes back. It's funny.
Yeah. What sort of songs were they? A lot heavier than the singles?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
It wasn't an effort to be more softer or more experimental. It's just, I guess, what I felt at the moment, and then we recorded it, and now we have it. I wrote the songs and we all recorded them together, and I think it was a year ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's now it's the end of the Borus. I would say that I'm even too quickly satisfied with it. So I'm not a perfectionist. I work in volume. Then I have luckily these people who say, actually, Manuel, that sounds like shit. Let's.
I mean, not just like that, but also it's always really interesting. You come in with the songs, really raw demos that already sound completed, but still we have a lot of possibility to work on the stuff. And I think with this album, especially on the vocal, what on the vocal side happened after the demo to the full recording is just that. That's just amazing to see when it comes to life.
Yeah.
He writes the song, so we're not involved in the writing, but in the recording, still stuff happens, magic happens.
Yeah, we're different people, so yeah, we're not doing it the same like Manuel did, so it naturally sounds different. So, and sometimes that's good, sometimes maybe not, but we're trying our best to make that song's really, really good.
I think, especially as of late, we're far more open and direct with each other, and it's been amazing. And yeah, I think there's no secrets, or no one. I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think someone thinks oh, this is really bad, and never says anything. Yeah,
that I think the same. So we're trying to make the best out of the situation and out of every song. So
it sounds like a crisis.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just make it cool and make it that people like it and that we like it as well. So.
I mean, naturally from where the project comes from as a total one-man show in the beginning to having a fixed live band where we were involved in the live playing. Now, we are more involved in the studio recording as well. As you said, it's a process. I learned that it's okay to put my mind into this and then see what's the echo.
Yeah.
So that's a process, and it's been very interesting, and I think we'll go on like that. It's good.
Conceptually, it was in the beginning, but then I invited them in because ZEAL Ardor at this point is more the live in my mind. It's what will happen on this stage and not what happens on my laptop. So for me, it just makes perfect sense because the live stuff sounds better. I'm sorry. So I want that live on the record.
And they're a good rock show. Let's say that.
Yeah, we're not, there's no show elements as in a theater or in a musical. We're 6 people standing on a stage having a front line with the drums, and we're just blasting the stuff out. So that is our show. Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
Done right.
Yeah.
Seems to work.
Scream our souls out. And that's yeah.
Would you ever be like, you know, you have these bands like Iron Maiden who are very gimmicky and have like all those. Is it for you just the music?
Maybe. I mean, maybe if the music kind of, you know, starts to be boring, we'll invite a dragon or something. I think at the moment it seems to work, and it's kind of pure and direct, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, we tried it once at the first concert, and we never did it again. So
Dragon or
no. Just some elements of
theatricality.
Yeah. But we canceled it after the first show. So.
I mean, I said it from the beginning. We gotta have lasers. No one listens to me.
Yeah.
So maybe one day, you know.
Yeah. Well, you get to have lasers that are also cool.
You know, like the
Yeah.
laser dome. You know, like the laser dome as in the techno parties. You know?
Yeah.
We need lasers.
Probably there was subconsciously, but I think we just did what we did because we never really had time to, you know, put the head above water and like breathe and check out the situations. We just kind of functioned, I'd say.
Yeah.
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 And it's terrible.
You mean a new album?
No, life in general.
Oh, yeah.
No. I don't know. I have a lot of output, and I don't really think too much about it. I just kind of basically get rid of what is bad. So I guess like the 9 to 5 of it. I get up in the morning, drink coffee, go to my room at 9 or 10. Let's be honest. And then write music till 12.
Yeah.
It's just that's kind of because it's a creative thing and it becomes a routine, and there's a weird line that can't be crossed and I can't define it.
Yeah, and I need some structures in my life, otherwise it would not work. So yeah, but yeah, I have the studio, also the studio where we recorded the last 3 records, 3. So yeah, at my end, I organized a little bit all the dates and timings so it would work with the deadlines and stuff. So yeah, and I think it worked out. We have a new album out soon.
It's a reference to a tradition in our hometown where this Griffin, the Greif, does a weird dance and shows his backside to the rich part of the city. I just thought that was a very cool thing. It's an 800-year-old tradition, and it's like, you know, fuck the rich people, which I can kind of get behind, you know, until people buy enough of the albums. And
I really wonder what any of your songs are gonna be about. It's like, fuck the poor.
yeah, clean the pool quick. Helicopter luggage limits. I think it's more loose than the other ones. I think we allowed ourselves to have more fun and more freedom, and I think that's a good decision.
It's pretty intense touring coming up this and next year, so we're gonna mainly just like focus on that. Try to like, a cycle like that is always, especially if you're in the beginning, it's always very demanding. You need to get up to speed and up to like in the form of being able to tour over a long time, coming home, going on tour, coming home, tour. So I think we'll entirely focus on that for the next few months.
So first, like Heilung, then US tour, hopefully, and then
we will see next year.
Yeah,
There will be some shows.
Quite a lot of unconfirmed plans.
I would say we're 80% there to have no life until next year. Yeah.
What does that process sort of look like for you?
I get emails and that says like your life is going to look like this for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, but also like, you know, putting the shows together, like from a production standpoint, it's a lot about bringing the steps together to transfer the recorded sounds and the recorded music into a live setting, which includes like capturing amp sounds, sound design, guitar tones, effects, and then like bringing the session together. At some point, it gets together with the light show. So the past half year was a lot about designing stuff like that as well for us as a band, but also like for the related crew.
Yeah.
And that's quite a thing.
So you do production as well, you said?
Yes, I am too stupid for that. That's why I have competent people around me.
Sometimes it's stressful, yes, especially in the beginning when everything is new, and especially if something doesn't work well, of course, that can be kind of stressful. I also think that it's a good thing to have it like in the band because of the interface between like the music and the performance as a band and the whole monster robot connected to it. So I think it's good to have like a bandstand kind of that.
Yeah.
I mean, ask me again in a year, but it was you mostly for the last years doing that.
Yeah, from more or less the beginning, I did it, and yeah, it's a quite stressful job, and I also did the studio stuff, so it became too much for me. So we split it up. So now Luki is on things. So yeah, it's a tough double duty especially when you're on stage and something's not good, then your brain is gonna do funny things. But yeah, we're doing that. We're doing it like that, and it's pretty good to have someone in the band that really knows what is going on. I think that makes everyone feel safer.
Just be yourself. If you have the funds, why not buy a record? They're great.